Good morning and happy Saturday, YouTube. From sunrise to sunset farm. This is part 3 of our chick series. Really just wanted to give you an update, like I have been previously, on how big these guys are getting. They are getting really big, growing like weeds, as they say, right? So today is Saturday, February 4th, 2023. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. So they've been up and at it for a couple hours now. And they are, like I said, they're growing like crazy. So one more week in the brooder box and these guys will be going out to the coop. So the next video I do next weekend will be of me getting these guys out to the coop, letting them explore their new territory out there. They're going to love that. They always do. And then I'll get to show you the big girls too, the mature hens out there and the roosters out there too. Today I'm going to work at cleaning up that coop and getting some fresh bedding down and stuff, and I may give you a short video of that after I'm done with it. Like I said, one more week and that's just about clean that bag of feed up. So just for your knowledge, if you're thinking about, well, I'm going to start out with a half a dozen chicks, a 50-pound bag will keep you for about 4 weeks. Yeah, at least for these girls. And these, I mean, I got 7 in here, so you might get a little bit more, but these guys are just they're tearing the food up. So so like I said, that was I think it was 25 or 30 bucks for that 50-pound bag. So you can put that in your budget. Is okay, how long is a bag of feed gonna cover me? Well, like I said, about a half a dozen chicks, a 50-pound bag will last you maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 5 weeks. Maybe it just depends on how much. Just depends on how much you feed them. Like I said, they have spilled a little bit. I'm not sure if you can 100% see that. They just sort. They just they get in there and they push around with their beaks and they sort out a little bit. So they have quote unquote wasted a little bit. Although all day long they really are pecking and eating at that stuff anyway. So, but for the most part, they're eating all of that food and drinking water and sleeping and growing like crazy. As you can see, they're just about outgrown this box. By next weekend, they'll be ready to go out there. The forecast, as long as the forecast looks good. Right now, the forecast looks mid 40s during the day, low 30s, low to mid to upper 30s during the night. So it's not looking too bad. If that forecast changes on the 12th of February is when I'm going to bring them out. On the 12th, if that forecast changes too much, where the temperatures drop well below freezing, I won't do that quite yet. I mean, they're going to be okay at that. Like I said, that brooder plate, that warmer right there, that's going to go out in the coop as well. And if I need to, I can put a couple space heaters out there as well. But as you can see, at this point, they're not full feathers, obviously, not even not quite, but their feathers are coming in nicely. So they can regulate their temperature a little bit right now. That's why I'm going to give them at least another week in here. And by the time they get out to the coop next weekend, as long as those temperatures, so for chickens, just so you guys, let's talk about that a little bit. For chickens, their optimum temperature is between 45. The optimum temperature where their peak performance, with outside temperature, is between 45 to 65 degrees. And I found that to be very well true. It's they do really good at those temperatures. They're outside a lot in those temperatures. They're not inside huddled in the coop when it's too cold, or inside the coop when it gets way too hot. They don't even like to be in the sun, right? So 45 to 65. Of course, that's difficult to find that temperature range 365 days a year. So, but just for your knowledge, that's where they like those temperatures at. So if you get those big commercial buildings that they put up and they put 20, 30,000 chickens in there, that's where they're keeping their temperatures at. And it definitely is, that's peak performance for them. That's where they're most comfortable. Like I said, they don't have sweat glands, right? So they can't regulate their temperature. So it needs to stay, they like to have it stay right around that temperature. But obviously right now that's difficult to do. I don't have heat and or air in the coop. So the temperatures are what the temperatures are. But yeah, these guys are doing really good. like I said, this is week 3, part 3 of our chick series. So like I said, you guys, if you want to comment on whatever you want to comment, talk about whatever you want to talk about. I was going to talk about doing another video series as well. Here on Sunrise to Sunset Farm, we also do, I dabble in some woodworking as well. I'm not, by no means, I'm not good at it, but I attempt to be. I'm going to take you guys outside here in a minute and show you a couple things that I've done woodworking wise that maybe you guys would like to see how I build those. Like maybe I could do a video series on how to build our Christmas tree doors, and I'll show you what a Christmas tree, quote unquote Christmas tree door is. And serving trays, I do serving trays made out of pallet wood. I can maybe do videos on that too. Let me know what you guys think as far as doing videos on that. Do you want to just see the chicks, or do we want to see other things too? I'm guessing probably other things too. So, yeah, like I said, these guys are doing really good. As long as you give them clean, fresh water, a couple, 3 times a week, high quality feed, fill those things up just about every single day. I'm filling those little feeders up. Nice, clean, dry bedding, a heat source of some sort, whatever you want to use, and keeping them comfortable in here inside. Like I said, obviously you don't have to have it inside a insulated room with heat, all that good stuff. You just need to have them inside a building where they can, at least the wind is knocked down. Like last night, the wind was just whipping around here. It was, we had 40-mile-an-hour gust, and it was for chicks. That's going to do them in. If they can't get out of the wind, especially if it's wind combined with any kind of moisture, right? Snow, sleet, rain, whatever it may be, that'll do them in for sure because they don't have the protection of the mother hen. So you need to keep them inside a building that's at least got walls and a roof on it, right? So they can keep them out of the wind. And if you can keep, like I said, last year I had them down in the shop, and there's no insulation down in the shop. It's just I kept them inside the box and kept this plate there that keeps it at 95 degrees. They're comfortable with that. They're very comfortable with that. And like I said, when I bring this plate down to the coop, I'm going to adjust those legs and bring it all the way up so that they can, if they want to get underneath, they can get underneath it, because now they're too tall to fit underneath that thing. I haven't adjusted yet because I'm going to here in a week anyways. So, but yeah. They're cute little buggers, aren't they? I think they're going to fit in well with the flock of the older hens. Like I said, that's not going to happen until week 12, but at least they're going to be out in the coop so they can hear each other, but they won't be able to see each other with the door there. So, and with the Wyandotte there, she's definitely getting bigger and bigger and bigger too. She's come along a little bit, obviously slower than the other ones too. Those Americanas have gotten really big. And once again, like I said, you just don't know when you're getting day-old chicks. You just don't know. There's a very good possibility that 1 or 2 of these are roosters. We just don't know yet, right? So, like I said, the first 12 that we got, 3 of them were roosters. So if you do that math right there, 1 or 2 of these may be roosters as well. Fingers crossed they're not. I mean, roosters aren't. It is what it is. If we get a rooster, we get a rooster. But we're trying to get eggs, right? So. Yeah, excellent. Well, let me get off here. I'm not going to continue to ramble. I just wanted to give you guys an update of week 3, part 3 of our chick series. These guys are just eating, drinking, and being happy. One more week here in the coop, and or one more week out in here in the brooder box, and they go out in the coop. So that'll be fun to show you guys what happens out there too. So, like I said, I'm going to do a short little video after this of a couple of the woodworking items that we do, and then maybe if we like to, or if you guys would like to see, I can do a video series on how to put those things together. There might be some interest out there in the YouTube world of that. All right. Well, like I said, happy Saturday from Sunrise to Sunset Farm. Be on the lookout for a couple more videos. Have a good day, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.